The best way to predict your future is to create it. With these lines, I would like to welcome you all back. Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are perfectly fine. Children, I suggest you all to utilize this period in your studies as much as you can. Today, in this video, we are going to study chapter number 11. The chapter name is The Past. Students, I request you all to open your grammar books and please pay attention during explanation. Now let's start the chapter. Students, we have already studied about tense. We all know that tense is all about time. Now we are going to study about past tense. Past tense is used to show that an action took place earlier or before this moment in time. Children, the past tense is used to talk about something that started and finished at a definite time in the past. The past tense is a grammatical tense whose function is to place an action or situation in past time. In languages which have a past tense, it thus provides a grammatical means of indicating that the event being referred to took place in the past. It will be more clear with the help of this given example. I ate burger for lunch yesterday. Now, yesterday is telling us something which has happened earlier. So this is in the past. So past tense is used to show that an action took place earlier or before this moment in time. Yesterday is in past. So I ate burger for lunch yesterday is in past tense. Now, regular verbs are formed by adding D or ED. Or we can say that to form the past tense of most verbs, we usually add D or ED to the verb. For example, he talked loudly in class last week. The past tense of the verb talk is formed by adding ed to the verb talk. Irregular verbs are not formed by adding d or ed. There are some verbs which are not formed by adding d or ed. They are known as irregular verbs. For example, Jenny ate an orange. So past tense of the verb eat has been changed into ate. Let's see some more examples. I walked to work today. She arrived late to school. I ate my lunch in the cafe. I saw my friend in the shop. Students, there are different kinds of past tense. First, simple past tense. Second, past continuous tense. We are going to discuss both the tense in detail. First one is simple past tense. Now, actions done yesterday. In the morning, I brushed my teeth and bathed. I cleaned my room. Then I played with my brother. I visited my grandmother in the afternoon. I returned home at sunset and finished my homework. So which words tell us about the actions done yesterday? Brushed, bathed, cleaned, played, visited, returned, finished. So all the verbs here are the ed form of the original or the base verb, and all these verbs which tell us about the actions done yesterday are in the simple past tense. So, simple past tense is used to indicate those actions which began in the past time and also got over in the past time. First of all, simple past tense is also known as past indefinite tense. It is used to indicate an action completed in the past. Simple past tense is used to show definite point of time. And this definite point of time is indicated by words like since, earlier, ago, back, before, yesterday, etc. You know, children, all these words give sense that the work is now finished. It is the basic form of the past tense in modern English. It is used principally to describe events in the past, although it also has some other uses. Now, let us read some examples of simple past tense. They rushed to the hospital in the morning. What is the verb in this sentence? Rushed. They rushed to the hospital in the morning. So, rushed is the ed form of the base verb rush. And we know that we add ed to the base verb when it has happened in the past or earlier than now. So, they rushed to the hospital in the morning is showing us what happened in the past, and it is in the simple past tense. Let's see the next example. My sister danced on stage last week. What is the base verb of the verb dance here? Dance. We know that sometimes we just add d to the base verb to form its past tense. So, my sister danced on stage last week is in the simple past tense. Now, children, to form simple past tense, there are some rules. For affirmative sentence, the rule is subject plus simple past, that means verb second form, plus object. Let's see the example. He played football. So in this example, he is a subject. Played is the second form of the verb play, and football is an object. To form negative sentence, the rule is subject plus did plus not plus verb first form plus object. Let's see the example. He did not play football. So in this sentence, he is a subject, then did not. Play is a verb, first form, and then object. Now, to form interrogative sentence, the rule is did plus subject plus base form, that means verb first form, plus object plus question mark. For example, did he play football? So, according to this rule, subject will be after did, and at last we are going to add question mark. Now, students, it's time to study past continuous tense. Now, look at the screen. The boy wearing blue t-shirt. His name is Arjun. He is a very good table tennis player. When I met him and asked him, Arjun, what were you doing last evening? You all know what was Arjun's reply. His reply was, I was playing a table tennis match last evening. Many people were watching. My mother was standing at one corner. My brother was cheering for me. So this was Arjun's reply, which showed us what was happening last evening. So what actions were happening last evening? Were watching, was cheering, was standing, was playing. Now, all these verbs which show us the action that was happening last evening are in the past continuous tense. As we all know that were working, was cheering, was standing, was playing are all verbs in the past continuous tense because they are showing actions that were in progress in the past. So all the verbs which are in the past continuous tense follow a particular form. What is the form? We use was, were, depending whether the noun or pronoun is singular or plural. And we use the ing form of the base verb in the past continuous tense. So we can say that past continuous describes actions or events in a time before now, which began in the past and is still going on at the time of speaking. It means that it refers to a continuing action or state that was happening at some point in the past, or we can say that it is used to show that an ongoing past action was happening at a specific moment of interruption, or that two ongoing actions were happening at the same time. Now, the rule of past continuous tense is subject plus was were plus were first form plus ing plus object. See the example. Child was playing. So here subject is singular. So we have used was. Let's see the second example. Children were playing. So here subject is plural. So we have used were. Now let's see the rules to form affirmative sentence. Subject plus was were plus were first form plus ing. For example, she was cooking all morning. So here she is subject, then was. Cook is were first form. We have added ing. So it became cooking plus object. To form negative sentence, the rule is subject plus was or were plus not plus were first form plus ing. For example, she was not sleeping when he came home. According to this rule, we will just add not after was or were. To form interrogative sentence, the rule is was or were plus subject plus were first form plus ing and then question mark. In this rule, subject will be after was or were, and at last we are going to put question mark. Now let's see one example of past continuous tense. Let us read these two sentences. I was walking in the park. Nancy and Tina were walking in the park. Now both the sentences have verbs was walking, were walking, which are formed from the base verb walk. And both these verbs are in the past continuous tense. But we have used was with the singular pronoun I, and here Nancy and Tina are two people. They are in plural. So here we have used were with the ing form of the base verb walk. Now students, I have explained you about simple past and past continuous tense. Now I am going to tell you the difference between simple past and past continuous tense with the help of the given example. I painted yesterday. Painted is in simple past tense. This is the verb which shows that it is in simple past tense. In the past continuous tense, we will say, I was painting yesterday. So in the past continuous tense, verb is was painting. What is the difference in these two? When we say I painted yesterday, it means that action began in the past and was completed in the past. You can see here that this boy has finished painting. This action began in the past and was completed in the past. But when you say I was painting, we can see that the action began in the past, but it was in progress. That means it was continuous at a particular time in the past. The action was in progress. You can see he is in the middle of the painting. He has not completed it. So in past continuous tense, Was painting shows us an action that was not completed. So, was painting shows us an action which was in progress in the past. Whereas, when we say I painted yesterday, this means that an action was completed. Now, children, this chapter is completed. It's time for an activity. You have to do this activity in your rough copy. Students, in this activity, you all have to use above letters, that is A, I, N, F, G, C, U, H, D, T, R, E to make past tense verbs. For each word, you can only use each letter one time. I hope this activity is clear to you all. Now, that's all for today. I hope you all have understood this chapter nicely. Revise it from your book. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.